Lauren said, when my dad attended his first youth group lock-in as a student, he had no idea it meant staying awake the entire night. So in the middle of the lock-in, he was getting pretty tired and wanted to go to bed. But since everyone was so loud, he couldn't sleep. Finally, my dad had enough. So he pretended to be possessed by a demon. He began screaming gibberish and throwing his body everywhere.
He's like, no!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Youth Group Chronicles. In the studio tonight, we have Mason Rios joining us again. Yes, I'm going with government names tonight.
That's really crazy.
She is, like I said before, I don't normally have family on this show.
Yeah.
But I have made an exception for Mason. She is my cousin, and she's back here with us by popular demand. Not many people have gotten the the love that Mason has, and some hate in some areas, but we're not going to bring that up tonight. That's okay.
Yeah, not tonight.
And joining her is Jamir Bell. Welcome to the studio, Ja. Are you reading a comment about you?
No, just saying full names.
Are you guys scared of full names? I don't understand.
You could just say Ja.
It's just government.
They're gonna look for us.
They're watching. They're 100% watching this podcast.
I got court.
If you guys are new to Youth Group Chronicles, this is where youth pastors, youth leaders, students, and even people that are not any of those will send in stories about youth ministry, true stories, and then we read them on the show, and my guests do not know what's coming, and they will blind react. So let's start this off with a story from Lauren. Lauren said, when my dad attended his first youth group lock-in as a student, he had no idea it meant staying awake the entire night. So in the middle of the lock-in, he was getting pretty tired and wanted to go to bed. But since everyone was so loud, he couldn't sleep. Finally, my dad had enough. So he pretended to be possessed by a demon. He began screaming gibberish and throwing his body everywhere.
He's like, no! That's crazy.
The youth leaders immediately began to pray over him until he calmed down and went to bed. At this point, everyone at the lock-in was dead silent, and no one made a sound for the rest of the night. When he woke up the next morning, everyone was concerned and kept asking him how he felt. He just said that he was fine. Fast forward to January 2024, my dad ran into an old friend of his. As they were talking, this story came up. Come to find out, his friend had no idea that my dad was faking that night and had been telling other pastors for 39 years how he cast out a demon out of a student mid-lock-in.
That's what you call a fake prophet. Yo, that's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, they all quieted down. They were all scarred. Is really what happened. So it worked. If anyone's at a lock-in and you want to go to sleep, what? What? You can talk.
What?
You were saying so. I thought you were trying to say
I know. I'm free to talk. I know. Just wait for my turn.
This is a story from St. Frank. Our church put together a pastor's retreat for a bunch of ministry kids. We later found out this would be the last pastor's kids retreat. Turns out my brother had decided to play several pranks on people, but the one that tops them all was super gluing coins to people's foreheads while they were sleeping. It was so bad they literally needed doctors to remove the coins from their foreheads.
Man, I would have been suing every day.
How you going to?
Who are you suing?
I'm going to figure it out. What? Somebody's going to tell. I'm threatening everybody.
If it's a kid, what are you doing?
If it's a kid?
How do you sue a kid?
Their parents. You didn't raise your child right? You did not raise that baby right. Because what? Everybody's going down. I'm missing a chunk on my forehead. I don't got that.
Guys, if you have stories at ygcpodcast.com is where you can send them in. Hello to our Instagram live audience as well. Robert, Grace, Kaylin. Welcome, guys. If you guys want to watch on an Instagram live, we actually can read your comments right here in the studio, which is pretty cool. But you can go to ygcpodcast.com/updates, and you will get notified every time that we go live. We just launched the text message system tonight, and before that it was emails. So no excuse not to miss a live anymore.
Nope.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Are you on the list?
Of course.
She's not. She's not on the list.
I am.
She's missed them. Of course, I got them right here.
Oh, okay.
It's probably
Gotcha.
just notified me. What?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right there.
Wait, let me see.
Instagram.
No, the email list.
I got the Instagram list.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's not the
YG
same.
Chronicles is live right there. I got it.
Well, apparently that doesn't work for many people because they're complaining that they don't see it, and then they say they missed the live. So we're trying to make it really easy for you guys. This is a story from Justice. For a youth group event, we were serving hot dogs to the students, and for sanitary reasons, I was serving the hot dogs. One of my students came up with his hot dog buns on his plate, but hadn't opened them yet. Without thinking, I looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Can you spread your buns?"
Pause. Spread your buns.
He said,
That's
"I
nasty.
stay awake at night thinking about that moment sometimes."
No.
I would be too.
Y'all
Spread
nasty.
your buns.
That's a kid. That's a kid.
Spread your buns. You're an idiot.
This is a story from Aaron. Aaron said, "At youth camp, we took some students to a swimming hole with a huge rope swing. Everything was fine until one girl who hadn't done it yet wanted to give it a try. As she was climbing the hill up to the launch point, she kept talking about how she was so tough and that she could do this, but she really didn't want to. However, her friends kept pressuring her, and she finally said yes. Keep in mind, this girl is 6 feet tall,
She's weak.
a little bit on the heavy side as well, and was not athletic.
Wow. That's crazy.
As this was all happening, I turned around and saw that she had grabbed the rope. I suggested that she didn't have to do what her friends were telling her, and maybe she should just try a little lower down the hill first. Without taking my advice, she launched herself off the hill, but unfortunately, she wasn't able to hold on tight enough, so she slid down the rope, caught the big knot at the end of the rope in her chin, and then it proceeded to drag her down the rest of the hill over the rocks and gravel until she stopped just shy of the lake.
I know big people can't do that. I would never. I would never get on a rope up high and just.
Hey, you've never done a rope swing?
I'm black. I'm not doing that. No.
Ja, rope swing, yes or no?
Look at me.
Does he look like he gets
We
on
don't
ropes
do
and
those.
swings?
You have to try it. You don't know what you're missing. I'm serious. They're a lot of fun.
Mm-mm.
Break the barrier and do it. You got this. I'm serious.
You got this. That's what they told her. You got this. Now look at her chin. It's gone. No.
This
I'm
summer, we're going to go cliff jumping. Actually, that place doesn't have a rope. We'll find a place with a rope, and you guys can do it for the first time.
I've done cliff jumping.
This is the same thing.
No,
Yeah, it is.
that's free. It's just jumping. I'm not hanging on to anything. I ain't got no muscles. Mm-mm.
All right, Ja, you're going with me.
To where?
A rope swing somewhere.
That's okay. You got kids.
All right, this is where people will send in a couple questions to the show. This is what we call the mailbag. If you guys have questions you want read on Youth Group Chronicles, you can email to us, questions@ygcpodcast.com. This is... I'm just reading the comments here.
Who's Jackson? 608. Who's Jackson?
I don't know.
We can call him out or no?
Call him out. Go ahead.
Never leave
He's
this
calling
girl
you
up.
out.
Yeah, he is.
He not
Hey, Jackson. I hear you, dude.
This is from Berlina.
Mm-mm.
This might require some thinking. What is the most random thing to happen at one of your youth groups?
Random.
What's the most random thing from your time in youth group that happened? Anything come to mind? Or even, you're serving right now, are you?
Nope. Not
No.
at all.
So when you were serving or when you were in youth group, do you have anything come to mind that was the most random?
I feel like everything that happens is random.
Yeah.
Something sticks out. All right. The one for me was we were doing a youth event in Scranton, and there was this, I think it was I can't remember if it was a talent show. Got really awkward. There was a kid that got up on stage to sing, did not know how to sing.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, but it was for the talent show. And it was like kind of like an icebreaker thing. So he got up there, absolutely botched it, and then really thought that he did good, and everyone was dead silent. Probably one of the most awkward / random things that I've encountered. But that one, yeah, there you go. Now, is there anything that you guys remember, or am I the only one doing it?
No, I actually do remember.
You do? I want to hear it.
Yes. We were doing a parade.
Oh, no. I think I remember this.
Yes. We were just doing our little dance, little church dance, serving, Next thing you know, we're at the end of the parade. Someone throws a mouse at us. A mouse. You know me. I'm boy, what? I don't play with mice.
That's such a random thing to throw.
Yeah, like you can't throw like a water or like something that doesn't move. A mouse?
They could have thrown you chicken.
I would have took it.
Fried chicken.
Yep. That's about it. But a mouse is crazy. No.
Anything come to mind, Joe?
Not much crazy these days.
This is from Charity. This one's for me. Although I don't think you guys were. No. Were either of you homeschooled at any point?
No.
I went to a Christian school.
That doesn't count.
That's basically homeschool.
No, it is not. As a homeschooler myself, I'd like to know how many people growing up would you see out in public during school hours and then have them threaten to call the school on you? Any guesses?
Probably a lot. Yeah, probably like
It never happened.
what?
Yep. So I don't know if this happens to you, but I was homeschooled my whole life and that never happened.
I think it's because skin don't match.
What?
He's Caucasian.
I don't think that has anything to do with
It does. They wouldn't have called, but a black kid, they would have called.
He comes out of he doesn't say anything the whole podcast. This is what he's
Black.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right. If you guys have questions you want to send into the show, questions at ygcpodcast.com. Levi, thank you for catching a live. Were you on the list? Were you on the list that got the notification? Because if so, I guess it's working. But if you guys want to get notified, ygcpodcast.com/updates. We will get back to some stories. This is from Daniel. Daniel said, one night on a youth trip, we saw two random guys walk into the retreat site with a large metal container and a portable propane torch. They didn't see us, but we saw them. We approached them and asked them what they were doing, and out of nowhere, they frantically left, and we didn't see them again. The police arrived the next morning saying they'd received a tip from the people in the area about two guys with a large metal container and asked if we had seen them. Turns out the two guys were there looking for somewhere to cook crystal meth.
They probably snitched, huh?
Probably
I would have mind my business. I ain't seen nothing.
You snitch.
I'm not snitching.
At a youth group is bold, though.
At a youth group is
Yeah.
bold.
Very
That's
bold.
not that bold.
You said it was meth.
If they did it, they could have did it. They did it?
They got caught.
Wow.
Well, actually, no, they got away. They left before they got caught. But their intention was to do it right there at the church.
Holy meth.
It makes it okay if
Yeah.
it's at church, right?
Yeah, why not?
This is from Brighton. On a youth group trip, somebody in the church van made a comment about a weird smell.
Yeah, them kids be stink. Yeah.
I, however, brushed it off and made a joke that I had farted. Moments later, a girl in the seat behind me screamed. I turned around to see a fiery glow coming from underneath the seat that she was sitting. Everyone quickly rushed out of the van, and our youth leader yanked the back doors open to realize a student's bag was literally on fire underneath the seat. Turns out a girl had secretly brought a vape with her on the trip, and it caught fire in her bag.
That's what she get. Shouldn't have been vaping.
That's
she
true.
underage.
That's true. Teach her a lesson.
I don't feel bad.
Not even a little bit?
No.
For the whole youth group?
The bus would have blew. It would have blew because she shouldn't have been vaping. Lesson learned.
Do you think she quit is the question? That's what I want to know.
Where
Probably
was
not.
she?
It was a teenager zone.
Oh, did she quit vaping?
That was the question, yeah.
Probably
not. Probably did not learn the lesson.
That was so cool, dude. Cut the church with some vape.
Fire the Holy Spirit, Jack? Not this time.
Just pee on it.
Yeah.
I think that's for a jellyfish.
You
That's
weren't
not
here for
real.
that.
Oh,
But that was like a YGC. There was a previous story.
that's still
And
for a
now the
jellyfish.
solution for everything is just pee on it.
Might as well.
This is from Tyler. Tyler said, on the last day of youth camp, everything was packed up and we were just waiting for the bus to pick us up. The camp staff had already closed the bathrooms to start cleaning. And that's when a kid came running up to me saying that it was an emergency and he had to use the bathroom really bad. I told him they would probably be wrapped up. I told him they would probably be wrapped up with cleaning in the next few minutes and he would just have to wait outside for them to be done. He told me that was too long and he took off running. A few minutes later, our youth pastor came to me asking if I had seen this student. I told him the whole bathroom situation and that he had taken off running toward the cabins. My youth pastor went looking for him and eventually did find him at a lookout point of this camp. The kid was standing on the railing with his pants around his ankles, pooping off the balcony into the forest below.
That's nasty.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Just wake up and know you nasty. That's dirty. Pooping outside is crazy. Like peeing, okay, but pooping. He had dreams. He was on the outlook. Yeah, I applaud him.
I don't know why he went to like the lookout over the whole place. Like I'm just thinking of this place I used to go when I was growing up. It was up on top of a mountain. There was like this kind of like a catwalk out to the edge of the mountain with a little balcony like that. I don't understand why that was the place that he wanted to go do his thing.
He's like,
could have gone anywhere.
That's nasty.
How much time do we have on these? This is a story from Tiffany. If you guys have stories you want to send in, stories@ygcpodcast.com. That poor guy walking under the balcony. Wrong time, wrong place.
He didn't wipe.
No, there's no way he wiped.
Yeah, that's how we know he's nasty. It's dirty.
He didn't think that one through.
He could have did that later. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Sam, you did that before.
Huh?
You did that before.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Not off a balcony, but I'm not
still pooped outside.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Why?
I can neither confirm nor deny. This is from, I've done a porta potty. That's outside.
That's not the same thing.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
It's outside.
That's still nasty. That's
a porta potty?
That's
I don't do porta potties.
You won't after this.
I have a fear.
Did you hear the story from I think it was Cole and Buddy that were on a couple weeks ago? The porta potty. I'll tell it to you after this because no one likes it when I repeat stories. But you will never want to use a porta potty after this one.
I don't.
Probably one of the craziest. Well, you already don't, but yeah.
Yeah, no. Could never.
This is a story from Tiffany. Tiffany said, we had students sleeping on triple bunk beds while on a youth group mission trip. One night at 3 a.m., a girl on the highest bunk let out a squeal. All right, I'm going to pause the story there. We're doing something new. With this story, we're a sentence or two in. You guys will give your best guess on how you think the rest of the story will go. I'll read it again for you. We'll start with Mason. We had students sleeping on triple bunk beds while on a youth group mission trip. One night at 3 a.m., a girl on the highest bunk let out a squeal. What do you think is going to happen next?
Can I hear the squeal?
They
Can you just do it so I can imagine what could happen next?
Imagine it in your head. And chat, let us know as well. I want to know what. Okay.
I don't know. Something was either on her or she let something out on the top bunk.
Which one do you think?
She had to let something out.
She let something out. Okay, off the third bunk that she was on.
Yeah.
Third bunk.
So there's triple bunk beds and she was on the top.
Who makes those?
This mission trip in a foreign country, apparently. Ja, what's your best
guess? She had a dude with her. That's crazy.
Yes. The bunk beds broke 100%. The whole bunk bed broke. She had a roach on her. She had a dude with her. Oh my gosh. Good guesses. She probably gonna fall off or go poop.
Yeah, she had.
She found something in her bed.
Why would
Someone else was peeing over the railing. Bugger mouse. Okay. We had students sleeping on triple bunk beds while on a youth group mission trip. One night at 3 a.m., a girl on the highest bunk let out a squeal. That's when she proceeded to lean over the rail and expel her stomach contents all over the bunks beneath her. And also across from her. This, of course, subsequently led to a chain reaction of 37 other teenage girls from multiple churches vomiting all over the dorm. She said, I have never smelled anything like that in my life. And with God's mercy, I never will again.
That's nasty. Dude.
37 kids.
I don't know what I would do.
As the leader?
Probably cuss.
They also said that they couldn't find the cleaning supplies. So they were like shuffling around in the dark. They couldn't remember where it was.
They got no lights.
That's nasty.
Yeah, I'm sure they turned. You're right. But it was 3 a.m.
Shuffling around in the dark.
Yeah, it was literally a train reaction.
That's nasty.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one got that one. You guys had some good guesses though. All right, Sierra just reminded me. She said she was a leader at this time, so it was a minute ago. Going back to the question thing, what's the most random thing that happened in one of our youth groups? I mean, we all grew up in the same youth group, but Sierra said that they, what'd you say? It was like 5 or 6 girls. Started with 2, and then it was like a trend that caught on. The girls would show up to youth group sucking pacifiers. And it was like, they wouldn't stop for anything. So most random, maybe most weird.
That's weird.
I have never heard that. And I'm shocked that hasn't been sent into the show before from someone else, but maybe it was a one-off event. Hopefully for your sake, because that's weird.
I'd walk around with one if it was like the light up ones. You know those ones. Those aren't childish.
Like a ring pop?
Those are childish.
No, they're like pacifiers, but they're light up. They
What
used
are
to
they
do them out
for?
at like
The
skating
fairs.
rinks and stuff
The
like
fairs.
that.
Oh, really? I don't think I've seen those.
Yeah. You're
You
homeschooled.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known.
Okay, wait. If you saw me walking around town school hours when I was like 8 years, well, I wouldn't be walking around town. If I was 14, walking down the street, would you have called the school or threatened to?
I don't snitch.
Okay.
No.
All right, there's the answer.
The police are
Thank
our
you.
friend.
Yes.
All right, this is where we do our would you rather question from this episode. Mason, you've done this before, but this is where we take 2 stories from this episode and we pit them against each other, and then we debate and choose which one we would rather endure. So the first one, I don't know if you guys remember this, was the coins to people's forehead. So that is option 1. Would you want to be a person laying in bed, middle of the night, you don't know this happens until you wake up, but you find a quarter super glued to your forehead. You have to go to the hospital to get it removed. That's option 1. Option 2 is you are the leader of a youth group that has triple bunk beds.
I'll take the penny. I'll
was
take
a
the penny.
quarter.
The quarter, penny, whatever. I'll take it.
And you have 37 kids puking off the bunks at 3 a.m.
I can't bear the smell. I'm going to have to do the quarter.
We're talking super glue.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I might have a dent in my forehead.
You'll be okay.
your skin is gone.
My skin is gone. I don't know. I feel like to throw up. As long as it don't get on me,
I mean, you have to clean it up.
I'm not cleaning it up.
Who's going to clean it up? You're the youth leader.
The people that own the place.
The third world country you're visiting?
Mama Moss cleaned up the mold mites. So what? I don't expect
That is
nothing
true.
less than that.
All right. Everybody's saying quarter coin all the way. Give me the glue me up, bro. I don't care. Guys, have you guys ever gotten super glue on you?
No.
On my hands, yes, and that hurts.
Yeah. I don't think people know like how some said I'll take a $50 stuck to my forehead before I do vomit.
Yeah, not for real.
I will I gotta go. As painful as it is, I'm going with throw up.
That's nasty.
I know it's disgusting. But I don't want a coin super glued
What
to
if
my
it gets
forehead.
in your mouth?
It's not.
But they're above you.
That was not part of the story.
You don't know.
That's true, actually. It's ridiculous.
You could be the main person with it on you.
So they said
And
the
it smelled
kids were the
really
ones
bad.
throwing up, was what the story said. The leaders, I don't think, did. However, they did have to smell it, which is horrible. She said it was terrible.
If I was the leader, I'd be all over, it, be right on the kids.
I still am taking throw up. No one is. Man, everyone is against me tonight.
People are just
I
so
crave the
smart.
glue. That's a wild thing to say.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's saying I need the Grippy Sock vacation. All right.
Yeah.
I'm still sticking with it. We have coin from Jamir. Coin from. Is that your final?
Absolutely. Are you crazy?
I guess so.
That's nasty.
Because I'm taking the vomit. I don't know what to say.
You don't know what they got?
That's true. It's
I
gross.
wouldn't. Couldn't be me.
It's just vomit, guys. Just vomit. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to this episode of Youth Group Chronicles. Jamir and Mason, thank you so much for being here with me. Guys, if you have stories you want to send in, stories@ygcpodcast.com is where you can send them in. Yes, the glue will fade away after a while, but they have to rip it off, you guys.
That's
and
fine.
if you've ever tried to separate super glue from
You can
your
just
skin,
get solvent.
you can't. I don't think you can dissolve it.
Solvent?
Oh, solvent? I don't think. You're going to put that on your forehead?
Better than vomit.
What about if it drips in your eyes?
Little pool goggles.
Could you imagine him with goggles on?
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Guys, I have smelled vomit and I'm still going for it. Everyone's hating me tonight.
Mm-mm. That's
Maybe
not for
heat
me.
up the super glue again. I don't think that's how it works. Can you
Hot,
imagine
warm,
like
throw
a
up.
like a blowtorch to your forehead?
No. I'm gonna just leave the quarter. I made him money.
Yeah. Okay. I'm.
Can't tell me nothing.
Yes, guys. I am 100% thinking that's leaving a scar dead center on your forehead. I did something kind of similar to that. Have you ever seen those? It's like a giant straw, but you spin them like this, and you wave them around. And they make like noise, like woo, woo, woo. You ever seen those?
Them fidget
And
things.
it's like a tube that's like 3 feet long. You
Oh
spin
wait,
it.
yeah.
They're hollow. So when I was a kid, I don't know why, but I put it on my mouth and then suctioned it to my forehead and then said no hands. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I took it off and I had bruised
You're so
a
stupid.
perfect circle, dark purple, right in the middle of my forehead. And it was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done because I had to go to like youth group and I didn't go away for like a week. I don't recommend it. So I kind of know what it looks like afterwards and I'm still going to throw up.
That's literally not the same thing at all.
I know what it'll look like. A perfect circle in the middle of your forehead.
That's
Hey,
super
I am
glue.
sticking to it tonight, guys.
Do the math.
Stories@ygcpodcast.com. If you guys want to get updated when we go live, ygcpodcast.com/updates. Sam, do it again. No, I'm not making the sound again. You got one chance with it. Sorry.
He said I called the cops on my youth minister for not having his license.
What'd they say?
They called the cops on their youth minister for not having their license. That's crazy.
That's petty, actually. Yeah.
You're going to jail.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We will see you all next week.